let's put the finishing touches on your face jugs today. After you've got your eyes, nose, and mouth finished, you want to add some texture to your eyebrows for sure. And there are a couple of different ways that you could do that. The easiest way would be to just use your scoring tool to create some small lines, and I'll demonstrate this just on a piece of clay. So if you use the metal scoring tool, you could actually take it and put some texture lines in that actually resembles an eyebrow. The second way to do it would be, like on this example, to use little pieces of extruded clay to lay on top of there to create the feeling that there's some kind of hair or texture there. To do that, you'll just come to me. I've got a little garlic press that I can use to press out little bits of clay. So this can be added to your face jug. This could be used for eyebrows, mustaches, beards, sideburns, things like that if you prefer it. When you're putting this on, you want to make sure that you don't squish it because you don't want to lose all of the wonderful texture on there. And if you do decide to place it on, you always want to make sure that you score and slip. So let's pretend that this one was going to have a mustache. I could put that there, but of course I want to make sure that I score and put some slip, because if you just stick it on, of course, then it's going to fall off. So those are the options for adding eyebrows or any kind of hair texture to your piece. Lastly, I want you to look at your particular piece and look at this edge right here. If you have the intention of drinking out of it, you're going to want a more finished edge up here around the top. So there are a couple different ways that you can do that. Obviously, both of them are going to involve scoring and slipping the clay, but the easiest way, method one, would be to just roll a coil, nice smooth coil, and then score, slip, and then place this around the top. You'll want to make sure that you cut it neatly at the ends. And then place that on. This just gives it a little bit more of a finished appearance, and of course I would score and slip. Okay, so it almost looks like a hat when it's on there a little bit. It just gives a nice finish to it. The other thing that you can do to finish it off would be a little bit more time consuming, but has a really nice appearance. For this method, you would roll the coil, and then you're going to cut the coil into small pieces of equal length. And then roll these pieces into small balls, about the size of a pea. You can do the same technique, score and slip here, and then place these around the top. And that looks really nice when it's all finished. Oops, that one fell off because I haven't scored and slipped. I actually don't want them to stick to this particular example. But so I'm just kind of showing you, there I did it again. But what you can do is place those all the way around the top edge. And that makes a nice decorative appearance around the top. And you can probably visualize how that could happen. Lastly, another thing that you could do, if you have time and you are interested, you can kind of decorate the empty side of your piece by using some stamps. And the way you do that is the same way as I just showed you. You need a small piece of clay, and I'm going to emphasize this again. If these pieces are larger than like a pea, they're going to be too large and create trouble for you. But what you can do, if you have a small piece of clay like this, is use one of the stamps that are at your table. These are little wooden stamps, and you can see that they have a design, a different design on each end. I think each table has 1 or 2 of these. So you can see those. And then you just place that here, press down, and then you've got a little clay button. And then you can attach those buttons to the side. You can line them up along the seam. You can make a decorative design through here, whatever you like. The other thing that works really well is the stamp, and these are at your table also, is an old marker cap. I always look for things that could be repurposed, and this is an old marker cap that just happened to have a star design on it, which I thought was really cool. And so you can do the same thing, press that down on there, and then you have a really neat design there that could also be used to adhere to the side of your face jug. Okay, I want you to have fun and enjoy the process of finishing up, and I can't wait to see the results.